almost every man overlooks something important, even though it matters far more than he realizes. And interestingly, it's something women quietly appreciate, even if they rarely talk about it. Curious? Think about it for a second. You've probably seen men who seem to have everything. They're good-looking, confident, maybe even successful socially and financially, yet somehow they struggle to build deep and meaningful connections with women. Something just doesn't click, and they can't quite figure out why. The truth is, attraction isn't built on looks, money, or status alone. Chapter 2. How love changes over time. What many men fail to notice are the small, subtle behaviors that leave a lasting impression. These aren't big, obvious gestures. They're quiet but powerful actions that often go unnoticed, yet they shape how a woman truly feels about you. In this video, I'm going to reveal some of those hidden desires women experience but rarely express openly. These aren't the usual dating tips you hear everywhere. They're rooted in psychology and timeless human behavior. When understood properly, they can completely change how women see you. Now imagine this for a moment. What if you could connect with a woman on a level she doesn't even fully understand herself? What if you could stand out effortlessly without chasing her, without over-explaining, and without trying to prove your worth, simply by making her feel safe, valued, and emotionally understood? That alone would instantly put you ahead of most men. Chapter 3. The Psychology of the Mature Man. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't understand these deeper principles, you're already at a disadvantage. You might lose attraction that could have turned into something meaningful. You might miss a connection that could have stayed in her mind long after you walked away. That's why understanding this is so important. And once these ideas truly sink in, especially the last one, your perspective on attraction and relationships will never be the same. Before we continue, a quick request. If you genuinely want to learn and apply these ideas in your own life, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Inside Her Heart, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Your support helps keep this kind of content going. Now, let's move into the first idea, something most men seriously underestimate. The quiet impact of physical touch before intimacy. Picture this. You're on a date. The setting is great. The conversation flows naturally. You're both enjoying the moment, laughing. Everything feels right. But deep down, something is missing. She's there. She's engaged, but she's not fully open. Later, you drop her off, send a message, and then nothing. No reply, just silence. This is where many men unknowingly lose momentum. Most men assume attraction is built through words alone. They focus on being funny, telling interesting stories, or trying to impress with what they say. But the truth is, women don't connect only through conversation. They connect through emotion, through the energy you bring, and most importantly, through how they feel when they're around you. One of the most overlooked ways to build that feeling is through calm, intentional physical touch. Not rushed, not needy, and definitely not forced. It has to feel natural, respectful, and effortless. Even the smallest gesture, when done with genuine intent, can completely shift the emotional dynamic between you. A light touch on her shoulder, a slow, comforting hug, or a gentle, reassuring gesture at the right moment, these simple actions can say more than words ever could. For many women, emotional safety carries more weight than physical attraction. Non-sexual physical touch sends a clear message without saying anything. It shows that you respect her space. It allows her to relax around you. And that sense of comfort is what opens the door to real intimacy. This isn't about using perfect techniques or putting on an act. It's about being present, slowing down, and actually paying attention to her reactions. When you create an environment where she feels appreciated instead of pressured, everything begins to flow naturally. Men who truly stand out don't rush or try to control these moments. They allow things to unfold at their own pace. They stay calm, grounded, and aware of what's happening. They understand that real connection grows in a space of ease and comfort. When you carry yourself with that kind of calm intention, you naturally become someone she feels safe with, someone she's drawn to without needing to be chased or pushed. What makes this even more powerful is that it works on a level most people aren't even aware of. When a woman feels safe and emotionally comfortable with you, she lowers her guard naturally, without you needing to convince her of anything. That feeling isn't built through grand gestures or dramatic moves. It's created through consistency and small, respectful actions. The way you sit, the way you listen, the way you respond to her energy. It all matters. Intentional physical touch, when it feels natural, reinforces that emotional safety. It shows confidence without aggression and interest without pressure. The key is awareness. You have to observe how she responds. Does she lean in, relax, pull away? Respecting those signals is what separates a man who understands connection from one who is simply trying to impress. Patience also plays a huge role. Many men rush because they're afraid of losing the moment. But real attraction grows when there is no urgency. When you take your time and stay present, you create space for genuine feelings to develop. That's what makes the connection feel real, memorable, and different from what she usually experiences. Another important element is emotional awareness. Many men focus only on what they're doing, but real connection comes from understanding what she's feeling in each moment. When you're attentive, you notice subtle shifts in her mood, body language, and energy. This allows you to respond naturally instead of guessing or forcing anything. That awareness makes your presence feel calm and steady, something women rarely encounter. It's also important to understand that restraint is attractive. Not reacting impulsively, not rushing physical closeness, not trying to push things forward too quickly. This creates a sense of control and confidence. When your actions are slow and intentional, they feel more genuine. It shows that you're not driven by desperation, but by clarity and self-control. Over time, these small moments build trust. Trust turns into comfort, and comfort opens the door to deeper attraction. When a woman feels like she can relax around you without pressure, she begins to associate you with emotional calmness. And that feeling stays with her long after you're gone, making your presence far more powerful than anything you could ever say.